tuning in, we're talking about soulmates. What is your definition of a soulmate? And then a question has been presented. Do a soulmate even exist? Is that a real thing? Is that an actual thing? Is that an actual person? Does that exist? And of course, we all know about opinions. Everybody have them, and they can be subjective, just depending on who you talk to in the matter. But when it comes down to soulmates, how can we define that? I guess that's the question that I'm asking you. How would you define the word soulmate? How would you define that word? What embodies a soulmate? What are the characteristics and the qualifications for you to have a soulmate? I will, just off the top of my head, just going down the list, I think one of the key words would be compatibility. We have to be compatible. We have to have chemistry and a connection that makes sense, that we don't rock each other's system and flow, natural flow. So we have to have some kind of chemistry. We have to have some kind of cohesiveness, as you will. So that off the top of my head would be first. Is compatibility and chemistry would be first. Some other things another word that comes to mind is attraction. Attraction has to be present when it comes down to a soulmate. I think pair attraction with compatibility and chemistry. I think we're on to a good start. There's many things that we can define the word soulmate, but I think we're at a good start when we do attraction, compatibility, chemistry. So far, we got a good lineup. And if you have your definition or your opinion, your take on what embodies a soulmate, please type it in the chat. Please type it in the chat. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts on the matter. But let's go down some more attributes of a soulmate. I would think it would be someone who challenges you for the better, someone who empowers you to some degree. You wake up in the morning, you start your day with that person in mind, and your efforts and your thoughts and your goals involve that person, or is fueled by that person. Like, man, I'm finna get up and go to the gym, and it's for me, but not the entire reason is not just a selfish reason. Is I would like to look good for my baby. I would like to look good for my boo, So that's what I mean by that person can fuel some of your goals and some of your desires, and kind of challenge you in a positive way. So we have attraction, we have compatibility, we have chemistry, and we also have that push that we all need sometimes, that get up and go, that gasoline in the engine, in the car, so to speak, when we talking about soulmates. For me, I agree with everything you said, but for me, they have to also put God first. Put God first. Oh man. So I was going to cap it off with put God first, but we just going down the list, but that's a really good one. Putting God first. So I'm saying put God first last on the list. Put God first should have been the first thing on the list, but I'm capping it off last. What's going on? If you're just tuning in, we're talking about soulmates. What is your definition of a soulmate? Type it in the chat. Talk to me. I want to hear from you. And again, your definition may be different from someone else's. This is a safe space. This is no place for judgment or bashing anyone for having their own opinion. This place is just for brilliant minds to connect and share experiences and opinions. So, yeah, What is a soulmate to you? How do you define a soulmate? So far I went over attraction. I went over characteristics. No, not characteristics, chemistry and compatibility. And we also got into that person can motivate you, can push you towards your goals. Yes, we all know that the best motivation is intrinsic motivation, the motivation that you see inside yourself. No one can tell you to get up and do what it is that you need to do better than you. No one else can tell you better than you. So if you have that inner motivation, oh man, that's amazing. But to add to that, to put a little Salt Bay on top of that motivation that you already have inside, how amazing is it if the person that you're with, the person that's next to you, motivates you as well and say, hey, you can do it. Hey, you're on top of your game. Hey, push through. Hey, I have your back. Hey, you can conquer anything you put your mind to. That's amazing to me if you have a person, your person, that motivates you, that pushes you, and that challenges you in a positive way. So let me read some of these comments. I don't think people have soulmates. I think people are compatible. Okay, all right. I like that. Kirsten Madden, thank you for your take on soulmates. Thank you. For me, I agree with everything. Put God first. Equally yoked. Yes, that's very important. That's very important that we are equally yoked. What does that mean for some who are not familiar with that term? That means that our belief systems and our morals and some of the ways that we want to view the world, whether it's amazing things that we already love or bad things that we would love to see change or love to be that change that we want to see, we are equal in that belief system and in that faith that we see each other. We see that inside each other. So that's what I take when I speak on being equally yoked. I'm not going to construct a business with someone who doesn't even believe in the business that I'm constructing, who does not even believe in me, who doesn't think I even deserve the business that I am starting. I wouldn't do that because we're not equal. We're not on an equal playing field. We're not thinking on an equal level. You think I can't, I think I can. So we're unequally yoked. So a soulmate, I'm just using that terminology, whether you believe in it or not, I'm just using that terminology. A soulmate would be someone who is on the equal playing field with you as far as your morals, as far as your beliefs, as far as if I say I'm finna start this business and all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, then that person would say, you know what? I see the vision. I see what you're doing. Matter of fact, I support what you're doing. And I want to jump on board with what you're doing. So let me read some of these comments. I'm missing them. I also think that they must have had their heart broken to understand love. A heartbreak can push you to find your purpose. Ooh, a heartbreak can push you to find your purpose and find your soulmate. Man, yes, Lord, that's good. Agreed. Compatibility includes shared values. Yes. I believe anyone can be a soulmate, a best friend, a child, etc. For me, my grandmother is my soulmate. I feel that her and I were connected in a past life. Oh, wow. I agree with you 100%. Anyone can be a soulmate. I think sometimes we as humans, we use terminology that can be misconstrued, or it may not be worded 100% correctly. I think we sometimes stand on the tip of the iceberg on some of our terminology, and even in the English language, when we formulate some of our words to describe certain things, I think that we reach the point That's just the tip. When I think of soulmate, and it's just me going deeper into the word. When I think of soulmate, I think of the first word, soul. I think of two souls that meet each other at a specific point in time throughout, history, throughout this construct that we call time. I think two souls meet each other, and there is almost like an ignition. Something ignites inside both souls. Okay? All right. Stay with me if it's getting deep. But I think two people, two souls recognizing each other at a point in time, and something inside. You got to understand what I'm talking about to really grasp what I'm saying right now. Something deep down inside ignites. A fire is lit when those two souls meet. And I'm not talking about, please don't get this misconstrued. I am not talking about lust. I am not talking about lust. Lust is a thing that it's an impulse that anyone can have, that anyone can, and it's when I say an impulse, it could be a flash and a bang, and then it's gone. It can be you see someone, you lust after them, and then that feeling is gone. Or if you act on that feeling, once it's over, it's like, I'm not talking about lust. I'm talking about a soulmate, or if you want to use another term, just two souls that see each other and that recognize each other deeper than just physical. It's a spiritual thing, and it ignites something inside of them. It ignites something in those two souls that they find commonalities. They find certain things that just make their world go. That it just makes their world better within each other. And it also, I think it's also of a feeling that if that person was not there, that life is just, life is still good, but it wasn't as flavorful as it was before because that person is gone. Did that make any sense to anyone? Does that make any sense? I'm trying to dig deep on how that feels when the term that we use is soulmate, but in actuality, it's just two souls. It's just everyone has a soul. Everyone has a spiritual force that's driving them to get up in the morning, to walk down the street, to drive in a car, to go to work, to speak the words that they say, to learn the things that they need to learn. There's a soul operating inside your body, whether you believe it or not. You're not running on electricity. You're not running on gasoline. You're not running on any kind of man-made battery or fuel to get you up and going. Your soul is what is powering your movements and your thoughts and everything that you engage in doing. So if we all have a soul, imagine my soul recognizing your soul at a specific time, and both of our souls say, I dig that person. I think I need that person. And not in a lustful way, not in a way of I need to use that person. Oh man. Sheesh. Man. What are your thoughts on soulmate and twin flame? Sometimes they can be hard to distinguish. Now, I'm not familiar with the term twin flame. I've heard it a few times, but I don't use it in my vocabulary much. I've heard people say that's my twin flame, and just me personally, if you can type in the chat what the definition of twin flame is, then I will be enlightened, but I don't necessarily use that terminology in my vocabulary. So I'm not familiar with that one. What is a twin flame? Yeah, if you could type in the chat what that is, that will help me out. That will bring me out, because I'm just not familiar. I've heard it a few times. Yes, I've heard it, but I'm not familiar personally with that phrase or that term. And also, I don't use that term myself. But type in the chat, please break it down for me, so we will know what that means. Hey, what's going on, Miss West? How you doing? We're talking about soulmates. So, two souls meeting at a point in time, recognizing each other deeper than physical, deeper than attraction, deeper than the surface. We are recognizing each other's souls. So once that happens, then the thoughts come about that says, I need this person. I value this person. I respect this person. Some people get so wrapped up into a person where they say, man, and I know it's lyrics to songs and it's cliches and stuff like that. But some people say things like, I can't breathe without them. I can't live without them. I can't eat without them. My day is just miserable without them. And that may be a stretch, but I understand those sentiments, because I understand what it feels like to be connected to someone to the degree that your life is just like, everything is just right. Like, everything is just connecting. Everything is firing on all cylinders. And I would not want things to get out of whack. You left out sexual connection too. Yes. There are, twin flame, let's go. When two souls are split in two, or two people or mirror images of each other, instant connection when they meet. When two souls are split in two, or two people or mirror images of each other. So if I understand correctly, the commonalities of these two people are spot on, like exact, to the degree where it's almost like, is this metaphorically? Like, it's almost like a soul split into, metaphorically, into two people, and they recognize that and see all those commonalities. That's deep. That's deep. I'm not familiar. So again, that enlightened me, and I'm gonna do more research about that. I'm not familiar with the term twin flame, but thanks for breaking that down for me. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about soulmates. Some people believe in soulmates, some people don't. Some people don't think it exists. Some people believe, yes, soulmates exist, but a soulmate can be your grandmother. A soulmate can be a cousin. A soulmate can be a best friend. Just someone who connects with your soul to a degree that it just makes your life better and you make their life better. It's possible. Psychologists say it's your other half. Okay. So can the term twin flame can the term twin flame be about husband and wife? Can the term twin flame be about a couple? Or when, in your definition of twin flame, can that be a couple? Can that be the soul split that you're speaking of? I'm just asking questions because I would like to know. But we're talking about soulmates. Do they exist? Do they, what is your take on a soulmate? Have you met your soulmate? Can a soulmate, this is a good question. Can your soulmate disappoint you? Can your soulmate fail? Can your soulmate let you down? we talk about, when you talk about soulmates, a lot of times we talk about the great things, the amazing things, tall, dark, handsome, understanding, sensitive, intelligent, you know, whatever your list of things are. They understand me, they believe in me, they you know, they shower me with words of affirmation, or acts of service, or physical touch. You know, it's just so many things that we check off the list that someone can do right. We always talk about what someone can do right, or what you want someone to do right. But my question to you, those that are listening, those that get to play the playback later, my question to you is, can your soulmate, this person that came into your life, that understands you, that loves you, that motivates you, that make you feel good about yourself and feel good about them, this soulmate, can this soulmate fail you? Can this soulmate disappoint you? Can this soulmate let you down? And if they can't, or if they can, do you still look to them as a soulmate once they have disappointed you? Once they have let you down? Is that still your soulmate, or is that someone else? Would you, oh no, that can't be my soulmate because they disappointed me. That can't be because we having a bad season. We having a bad moment. We having a bad time. So that can't be my soulmate. Is that possible? This is the question that I'm presenting to you. There's a soulmate for every cup you need filled. My opinion. I like that. I just like analogies. I'm an analogy minded thinker. Like, I just love it. Yeah. When you need your cup filled, yeah, you have to allow room for disappointment. That's good. Thanks, Lynn, the goddess. Thank you. Yeah, you do. You do have to leave room for disappointment, because guess what? That's part of life. That's just part of life. Life have amazing moments. Life has moments where it's just dry, and you like, man, there's nothing going on. It's not bad, and it's not good. It's just nothing. It's just, we here. Hey, how's it going? I'm here. You know. And then life has its times where it's tough. It's tough. It's disappointing. It can let you down. And so can people. People can let you down, as long as they're a person. If they are a human being can disappoint you, can let you down. Newsflash, I can disappoint you, even though I am pretty amazing. I can disappoint you. Yes, I can let you down. Yes, if you didn't know. I try not to. I try my best to be a great example with great character and integrity and my best foot forward. But with all of that effort, with my best foot forward, I can let you down. Yes, I can let you down, because I'm human. I'm a human. I'm a human being, you know, full of flaws. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm at the age now where I'm not ashamed of my flaws. My flaws have made me the person that I am today. Some of my setbacks, some of my shortcomings have made me a better person, the better version of me that I am today. So I'm not ashamed of that at all. But with that being said, if a person with their flaws, with the disappointment, with some of the past mistakes, can they still be your soulmate? Let me read these. I think a soulmate will hold you accountable, and I can be blunt with you. I like that. I like that a lot. Listen, before I read the other comments, I don't know about anybody else. You know, we live in a world where the truth, I said this in another live, we live in a world where the truth is almost being banned. And the lies are more entertaining than the truth. And so we have to be careful about that dynamic. But with that being said, if I am with you and you are with me, I have to be able to tell you the truth. And vice versa. I need you. Please, I need you to tell me the truth. I have very thick skin. I am not going to hold it against you. I said the truth now. It has to be the truth. It cannot be lies. If it's the truth, and of course I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it to make sure that it's the truth. But if it is the truth, if I check it and say, you know what? They was right. They was right. I appreciate that. Just if anybody is listening, please tell me the truth. And if you rocking with me, I have to be able to tell you the truth. I have to. Okay. Now let me move on. A soulmate will encourage spiritual growth. If they aren't doing so, then you might want to leave. That is so true. That is so true. Spiritual growth is the most important growth that we need. Yes, naturally we need to eat, we need to sleep, we need to exercise, we need to, take vitamins and things of that nature for natural growth and natural health. But your spiritual health and your spiritual growth is just as important as your natural growth. So please find a soulmate that encourages you spiritually. Yes, I want them to be fine. Yes, I want to have a burning connection and a burning desire for this person. And I want to be able to feel that spark when they come in the room. Yes, I want all of that. But I also want, because all that stuff dies, I ain't gonna say dies down, but it becomes a custom after a while. All of those butterflies and stuff, it becomes a custom after a while. So what will sustain you is some of that spiritual growth that I'm talking about. Some of that spiritual connection that I'm talking about. When you connect with someone on a spiritual level, how it's so much more amazing to connect with someone on a spiritual level, more so than just the physical level. Yes, the physical is amazing. I do not want to leave this live and have anyone thinking, any misconstrued thoughts. The physical is amazing as well, but how much more amazing it can be if you have a spiritual connection as well with that person. Soulmates. Do they exist? What is your definition of a soulmate? Do you, how can you find? Oh, that's a good question in itself. How can I find a soulmate? I can't find a soulmate. Did my soulmate, I don't want to be morbid, but did my soulmate crash in an airplane? Did my soulmate, move to a foreign, far away country? Because I cannot find my soulmate. Somebody out there may feel like that. You may be feeling like that. Like, who is my soulmate? That's probably why some people say they don't exist, because I can't find them. I don't know where to find them. There is no bar in America that's called Soulmates. You know what? I just got an idea. Don't try to take my LLC. Don't try to take my business idea. A bar called Soulmates. That would be fire. That'd be dope. You can't find them. They come to you. Some people probably never get to meet theirs. That's deep. That's deep. Some people may never find them. or may never get to meet theirs. And you say you can't find them. That's deep. That's deep. But don't nobody out there take my idea. I'm gonna open up a lounge. No, I'm gonna open up a meetup spot. And it's gonna be called Soulmate. Oh, that'd be dope. The vibes, the music, and just the atmosphere and the whole setup will be just for people to find their soul. But yeah, I like that idea. Soulmates. Don't take my idea. I can see y'all. I can see everybody who's on this live. Don't take my idea now. That's good. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I was saying there is no place where you can just go and for sure know, yeah, they'll be here. They will definitely be here. You know, I think the only thing we can do is to continue to walk out in our purpose, continue to do the things that we were equipped and gifted at doing. And when we do those things, and we do those things to the best of our abilities, and we do those things in excellence, I think while we're doing our purpose, that soul will meet us right there during that time of us doing what we're supposed to do. I also believe that some people are out here in the world doing what they're not supposed to do, doing things that are counterproductive, doing things that are detrimental to their future. And that keeps them that can either keep them or also bring them to their soulmate. But will they be able to listen to that soul that comes into their life and say, this is not good for you. This is not right. This is detrimental. This is destructive. Will that person open up their heart enough to that person, to that soul, to receive such advice, such correction, to change their life and pivot into a different direction? You know, we all go through so many things, and there's levels to this life. I've been at a level of my life where I was messing up bad. You know, I've been in that level, where I may not have been surrounded by the right people doing the right things. And in that life, I had people in my life at the time that would say, bro, you wildin', man. You reckless out here. You, man, bruh, you just don't care. And at the time, I didn't. I did not care. I was reckless, and didn't care who I hurt, and didn't care if I hurt myself at that time. But I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful not only that I was able to come out of that, but I'm also thankful for the people who are around me that would nudge me and say, bro, you tripping. Bro, you tripping. Now, I know I'm talking about soulmates, but sometimes, scratch the soulmate part, sometimes you just need a good friend. Sometimes you just need that family member that's not afraid to step to you and say, man, hey, you are off track, man. Get back right. Get back right, man. Cause you tripping out here. You wilding, bro. You wilding out here. You know, sometimes we need somebody that will let us know the truth, man. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. But we talking about soulmates. Do they exist? Some people say yes. Some people say no. How do we find our soulmates? Continue to walk out your purpose. Continue to do those things that God gifted you to do. Because people all the time don't know what their purpose is. I don't know my purpose. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do. I have no clue. What are you good at? Let's start there. What are you good at? What are you good at? It's not rocket science. What are you good at? And how can we take those things that you're good at, package that, professionalize that or have it to be driven by missions, a mission drive, how can we take that and drive that forward that can impact the world, or that can better the world, that can better the market, that can put money in your pocket? There's nothing wrong with putting money in your pocket if you're doing your purpose. How can we get to that point? And I think that when you find yourself, not find yourself, but when you allow yourself to reside in that place of purpose, when you allow yourself to reside in that place where you are doing those God-given abilities and talents and you know, some of the desires and goals and dreams that you have, they start to line up. I believe, I don't know what anybody else believe, I can't tell you what to believe, but I personally believe that we are found doing the right thing, the right people come along. When you are found doing the right things, the right people come alongside of you. That's what I believe. I've always believed that. Can't nobody sway me, nothing different. Just like if you're doing the wrong things, the wrong people will find you, man. I promise you, the wrong people will find you if you're doing the wrong things. So I believe the other side of the coin is that if you're doing the right things, the right people will find you. Your soulmate will find you, or you will find them. Or you will, if you don't find them and they don't find you, you guys just kind of bump into each other, meet in the middle. Like, hey, and they go, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing good. And it's just two souls recognizing each other. You know what? Where have you been? I've been waiting on you. Have you ever met someone like that? If you haven't met someone like that yet, don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. You are going to, matter of fact, I pray and wish nothing but the day that you bump into that person and you say, where have you been all this time? And they look back at you and say the same thing. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. I've been waiting for you. Man, I'm so glad to see you. Do you know what I've been through waiting to find you? What mountains I had to climb to find you, or to at least finally bump into you. It's coming. It's coming. Don't be discouraged. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right, because it's easy to look at other people's relationships. It's easy to look at other people's situation, especially the surface that people put out on social media, the surface when they come out their front door and they put on, their outfits and their, some people makeup, and they get their hair done and all that stuff. And they come out, and he come out with a suit and tie. That's what they present to the world. You don't know what they're going through behind closed doors. You don't know. You don't know. They will never, most people would not expose some of the hell that they've been through, or some of the hell that they're going through behind closed doors. So it's easy to say, oh man, they are couples goals. It's easy to see that and say that. Oh man, just insert any couple that came across your mind, because even with me saying that, you automatically started thinking about couples, certain popular or famous couples. You started thinking about it as soon as I started talking about it. And so I'm saying all that to say, it's easy to look at them on the surface and say, man, I want that. I need that. I can't wait till I have that. It's what they're allowing you to see. You don't know what they've been through. Not saying that it's all bad. It's some good in there too. It's some amazing times in there too. But there is challenging times in every relationship. There is challenging times with every couple, even with your soulmate. You will still have challenging times. Can you, this is the question, can you stand the test of time? Can you withstand the trials and the tribulations? Can you still go forward after being knocked back a few steps? Can you still push forward after being pushed back? Their representative. So true. They send their representative. They put in front of you their representative. You don't know what that couple is going through. So stop telling yourself, man, I wish I had what they have. Man, I wish I had them. Man, I wish. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Just keep full steam ahead, because what is for you is for you. What God has for you is for you. Trust and believe. What God has for me is for me. I don't want what Jay-Z and Beyonce have, because I don't know what all they have. I don't. I would never know what all comes with that. It looks good on the surface. Their bank account definitely looks good. It looks amazing. You know, but even that, I don't know what comes with all that. I don't know what comes with all that. So I don't want what they have. I want what's for me. I want everything that God has for me. That's all I want. That's all I want. And you should think that too. So soulmates, they are out there. They are, maybe we're using the wrong terminology. I don't know. My intelligence is limited. Even though I'm very, very smart, my intelligence is limited. So I don't know if we're using the right terminology when we say soulmate. But there is a soul inside of a person in this life, in this world, that you may run into, that you may bump into, that's going to recognize you, and you're going to recognize them. And you both are going to say, man, where have you been? I've been looking for you. I've been looking for you my whole life. Man, it's so good to see you. Man, wait till I sit you down and tell you how much I appreciate you, that you're in my life now, and how much I had to grow, and I had to go through certain things to get to this level of life, this level of myself. A lot of people won't admit that. They won't admit that. What's up, Trey? What's going on? Royalty, what's up? If you're just tuning in, we're talking about soulmates. It's just refreshing to look back at how far you've come and all the things that you've been through. And yes, it may have been tough, it may have been rough, but you are still here. You are still here. So you have an opportunity to make this life so much more amazing. So much more amazing than it has been. Yes, I've been poor. Yes, I've been homeless. Yes, I've been heartbroken. You name it. I've been there. I've been through that. But I'm still here. I'm still here with a smile on my face, with love in my heart, with compassion for people, with I'm so full of, I'm a glass, I'm not even gonna say half full type of person. Optimistic. I'm full of optimism. You know, I'm a glass almost full type of person. You know, I'm always expecting great things to happen. If not today, it's gonna happen tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's gonna happen next week. If not next week, it's gonna happen next month. If not next month, it's gonna happen next year. But it's going to happen. That's the kind of mind frame that I have. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to be patient. I'm gonna have to keep working. I'm gonna have to keep doing what it is that I set out to do. I can't let nobody distract me. I can't distract myself. I can't discourage myself. I can't listen to the haters. You know what I hate? I ain't gonna say I hate. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I highly dislike when people talk about their haters too much. I highly dislike that. Just FYI. But I won't let anyone distract me. I won't let anyone deter me from what I believe. I believe that your soulmate is out there for you. I believe that success is out there for you. You have to put yourself in position for it. You have to get yourself equipped for it. You have to push past adversity in life to get to that greatness that you want, that is already yours. It is yours. It is yours. You just have to push through to get to it. Some people in this life won't get to it because they don't have that umption to push through, to keep going. You can get a flat tire on your way to work. You can sit in your car with the flat tire and cry. You can sit in that car with the flat tire and complain and put up a post on Instagram and say, this is the worst day ever. You can sit there and do that. That is completely up to you. That's your choice. You can sit there and do that, or you can find a way to get to that tire, to get it fixed. If you got to call someone to get it fixed, or if you have to wave someone down to help you fix it, you can fix that tire and you can still go into work, or you can call off to work and you can go grab you something to eat. You can go call that friend you ain't called in a long time. You can go call your mom. You ain't talked to her in a minute. You can do whatever it is. You can change the trajectory of your day, and it's all up to you. It's all up to you. Definitely, we have to believe for ourselves. There's a big difference between a lover and a soulmate. A lover only knows what you want by asking when a soulmate is connected. Excuse me. When a soulmate is connected to you spiritually and knows you need them and stimulate you mentally. That's a good one. That's a good one, Mac. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Soulmate. Some people call it lover of my soul. A person who sees me, who knows me, who understands me, who knows I'm not perfect, who knows that I make mistakes, but also knows that I want to be better, and I'm continuing to grow, and I'm continuing to push forward. I'm not going to stay. You're not going to catch me doing the same thing that I did 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. You're not going to catch me doing those same things. Yeah, I was with those cats. Yeah, I did that with them. But then I was a little bit different because something clicked and was like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Hey, y'all have it. I don't want to do this no more. I'm moving on. And then you just keep progressing like that. I think when you put yourself in position like that and you continue to elevate your life and continue to grow as a person, oh, how amazing it is. Oh, I'm getting excited. How amazing it is. That person, that special person that you need in your life will come alongside you and be like, I see what you're doing. I see it. And it's amazing and it's special. And I know you're not perfect. But I can tell you worked through some stuff. I can tell you worked through some stuff. I can tell you've been through some stuff. Not appearance. Oh, you look beautiful. You look amazing. It's not appearance, but I could just feel that you've been through some. When I hear you speak, I could just tell you've been through hell and high water, but you still here and you overcame those things. And now you just elevating to higher and higher levels. I can tell that. I can see that in you. And guess what? I love that about you. Yes, there's someone that's out there for you that will see the amazing growth that you have overcome, that you have grown into, that you have mastered. They will see that in you and say, man, I love that. I love that for you. And I love that about you. I've done the same thing. I'm on that same journey. So, man, what is a soulmate, man? It's someone who, let's go down the list again. You're attracted to them. Beautiful. Oh, man, she fine. Beautiful. But it doesn't stop there because it's more than just physical attraction, right? So, do we have chemistry? Man, you know what? We hung out. We had a great time. And guess what? We were sharing stories. We were laughing. We were talking. I told her a joke and she almost spilled her drink. Like, she really feeling your boy. We had amazing chemistry. We had a connection. Then it goes even further than that. You know what? We was having a deep conversation and I was telling her about some of the spiritual things that I was going through or some of the spiritual things that I've gone through. And she started telling me some of the things that she went through. And she understood everything that I was saying. And I understood everything that she was saying. And we was able to connect on an even higher level. Man, my G, are you hearing me? This is out there. Don't listen to the blogs. Don't listen to the podcast that's trying to tear everybody apart. That's trying to divide everybody. Men against women, black against white, left against right. Don't listen to them. I'm telling you, it's people out here that will see you for who you are and love the man out of you, will love you for who you are and will accept you and understand that you're not perfect. Understand that you've been through some things. Understand that you've been hurt, that you've been bruised, that you've been lied to, that you've been mishandled, or that you've done some things yourself. They will understand that and say, you know what? I still love you. I still respect you. I still look at you as a king. I still look at you as a queen. You are amazing to me. Yes, there are people out there. Don't listen to the negativity. That's why I'm here. That's why you're tuned in to, well, it was Wednesday nights, but I'm going to be moving it to Mondays next week. So for y'all who haven't heard the announcement at the beginning, I'm going to move to Mondays around about 7, maybe 8. I'm trying to test out Mondays, but this is the last Wednesday night live. But that's why you're here. That's why you're tuned in, is because I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you positivity. I'm going to give you encouragement. And I'm going to let you know that forget what they talking about. Because all that mess that they spewing about divorce, all that mess that they spewing about this one broke up, this one cheated, men ain't no good, all men are dogs, women ain't no good, they all out here trying to take your money and do this and do that. All that negativity that everybody is just regurgitating and spilling. Your boy, see, I'm different. I've always been different. Since I was knee high, I've always been different. And I'm gonna tell you the truth with love, and it's going to empower you and it's going to empower me. So, soulmates, you can find your soulmate. Find your purpose first. Find your purpose first. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? Do that. Where are you supposed to be doing those things at? Go there. Who are you supposed to be doing those things with? Align yourself with those people. And I guarantee you, if you do what you're supposed to do in the places that you're supposed to do them, with the people that you're supposed to do them with, I guarantee you that soulmate will bump into you, will find you, will say, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. My name is, I've been looking for you my whole life. I love you. I respect you. I cherish you. Now let's do this life. Let's do this life. Let's do this life thing together. Let's do forever. Let's do forever. Can we? Can we do forever? Let's go, man. It's your man C. I thank y'all for tuning in. Share the live, repost the live, man. We're going to get these numbers up. We're going to get more people to tune in. Again, I know what's controversial. I know people love, the Kevin Samuels, the people who degrade, the people which Kevin Samuels has some truth in there. But at the same time, I understood that a lot of people do certain things for controversy, for views, for what is it called? Virality, to go viral. I understand that. I'm not concerned about that. The truth will get through. The truth will get out. But I appreciate anybody who tunes in to the lives, and I appreciate anybody who shares or reposts the lives. Send it to somebody that you think needs to hear it. Send it to someone. And we're going to keep it cracking. So I'll see you all Monday, 7 p.m. Monday, 7 p.m. We changing this up. It's your man C. I hope y'all have a good night. And Soulmate, go find them. But find your purpose first. Find your purpose first. And then we'll talk about the other stuff, all right? All right, man. Good night.